tips on navigating the tough job market. 5.7 million Americans left or lost their jobs in April, while the number of openings rose slightly to just over 10 million. Here to help you keep the job you have or get the job you want, Shark Tank's Daymond John. Daymond, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good. So we got a bit of a paradox going on right now. Unemployment low, but a lot of big companies are doing layoffs. So what's your best advice for navigating this tricky market?
You know, you always have to be looking for a new job, but even if that job is within the job that you currently have, the only thing that people cannot have taken away from them is the skill sets that they have. So how do you do that? Well, maybe if it's summer Fridays, you invest another 2 hours a week into, your own skill set, right? While everybody else is hanging out and partying, that compounds over a year or 2 years or 3 years. But you have to invest in your own skill set.
Makes a lot of sense.
And now we're going to get to our viewer questions. And we have our scuba divers swimming with sharks. Little illustration here.
I love it.
Because to represent their job question, we're going to have you save us from the sharks and fight them off and then safely hook the job. So our first viewer question is from Lauren. Lauren, let's take a look.
Hi, Daymond. I'm currently trying to get myself back into the workplace after being laid off in the recent months. I'm a mom of a 2-year-old, and it's hard for me to find the energy to put myself back out there. Do you have any suggestions of ways I can boost my resume and my confidence?
Well, first of all, a lot of these answers are going to be extremely simple, but people sometimes overlook it. So this is a beautiful time where you can be a virtual assistant and you can have a full-time, part-time job. Let's talk about your resume, though. When you present your resume, we're in a very visual world, whether it's TikTok or Instagram. First of all, dress this thing up with a lot of graphics, but let the graphics be actionable steps that people know that you want to take. Problem solver, determined, and things of that nature. But virtual is the way to go right now because you could stay at home, make your own hours, and work for anybody you want in the world and get compensated for it and not have to trek through the snow or worry about being in a really crowded office and slowly step into the gig.
A graphic perhaps of a scuba diver swimming with sharks. That would really dress it up. We have another viewer question from Robert. Let's take a listen.
Hi, Daymond. I'm currently a law student at Fordham University, and I've already had to start my search for a summer associate position for next summer. I wanted to know, with all this competition and such companies only taking a few students every summer, is there any advice that you would give for a candidate to stand out? Thanks.
From so many students who are worried about this right now.
Absolutely. Listen, be proactive, right? You're a law student. You already have a big database of people who have graduated from the school or work with the school. Target an executive that you want to emulate or be. Ask them for advice. But here's how you do it. Hey, I want to be of value and service to you. Anything that I can do for you. In exchange for that, can you give me some advice on how to apply or move up in your company? Remember, when you ask for advice, you'll get money. When you ask for money, you'll get advice.
There you go.
That's pretty true. Here's a question from Kyla.
Hi, Daymond. What's the best way to use my knowledge to create steady passive income while in medical school without additional time consumption?
Well, excellent. So I want to clarify that passive income is something that you do not work for necessarily. It is real estate stocks. So that's not passive income. But if you are at a school and busy working in that sense, get part-time jobs, something like we're in a world of drive for Uber Eats, or Etsy. You see, when I was starting off, I drove a van, and I worked at Red Lobster. It was very complicated. I had to pull up on people, hi, hop in the van. Right? Now, people just hit me and go, if I was an Uber, hey, can I get in your van? So I think that there are ways that you can do that, and you can, again, set your own hours and make additional income.
Imagine somebody hitting Uber and seeing Daymond pull up.
Well, can you imagine?
Kevin's my Uber driver right now. He's outside. I mean, these things,
But before Uber, get in my van. No, I'll pass. All right, our next viewer question from Quasia. Let's check it out.
Hi, Daymond. I'm currently a buyer in corporate retail, and I'm looking for ways to move up into my position. Do you have some strategies that can help me advance in my career?
First of all, beautiful hat, beautiful style. A lot of people overlook what they're supposed to do. You see, because we all want to go from A to B, to C, but do the best you can at that job. You see, you won't move up until the employer or the boss goes, you are killing it here, and do me a favor, get somebody else to do this because I want you to do more. But as people who are A-type personality, we go, oh, what can I do? First of all, Do the basics. Do what you're asked to do. Make the job easier for your employer, your boss, because remember, they have their own obligations. So as soon as you start doing that, then you can look for the horizon. And trust me, if you do a killer job there, they're going to say, wait, you're too good here. Come with me here. And then give that other person the ability to move up. But a lot of times we just overthink these things.
That is great advice. We have another viewer question from Emily. Let's take a look.
Hi Daymond, I own Full Bloom Agency, a branding and web design company. I am looking to add a few employees to my management team to help run my company. What qualities should I be looking for when interviewing, and what are some of the red flags?
Well, some of the red flags are, first of all, people that claim that anything that ever happened to them was not in their control. You want, when you ask for managers, you want problem solvers and people who will pick up a box just as quick as the people they're directing to pick up a box, because a leader is somebody that everyone wants to follow after. A good question that people ask these days are in HR are, first of all, what did you do last Memorial Day? If they can't articulate that quickly because something they know, they're not a great communicator. And also people say, what would you do if you win the lotto? If somebody says that I would go buy an island or get out of here, well, then they're not passionate about the job, right? So these are a couple of things. People want to know that you can communicate effectively, you're doing it because of passion, and you're willing to do exactly what you're asking somebody else to do.
And you just saw a master class.
I'm telling you right now, you ask for advice, you get money. You ask for money, you get advice. That's it. I'm holding that one.
And you saved our scuba diver.
Yeah,
well done, Daymond John.
Gotta wait for the sharks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, as always.
And all the sharks. You joined us this week on GMA. You can see Daymond and the Sharks on Shark Tank. That's streaming now on Hulu.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.